What is going on out there tonight, folks? Check it out. Big Beard is here with Big Beard and Friends, episode 230. That's 230 weeks I have been doing what I'm doing free of charge, essentially. Nothing is gaining out of it except the love and the passion of bringing you something, because I think something is absolutely something is better than nothing. We have all kinds of stuff in our lives where we are going through ups and downs and twists and turns, and all the things that we do in our lives, I think that we could use a break. So, first and foremost, like I say, every single episode, every week, I hope that whatever you got going on in your life, I hope that it is good to you right now. I hope the season that you're in is a good thing. I hope that whatever you may be going through, you heal through. So let's get this started tonight. Many people are going back to school. So if you have a child that is in school and you don't know what to do, a lot of people... sorry for a moment. A lot of people are losing their brains. So if you got a kid and you're in school and they're going, and this is your first time or your last time or your middle, whatever it may be, I want you to understand one thing. It will get better. I'm learning it. You're going to learn it. That's just what we do. I'm going to give you tonight, let's cut to the chase. I was over here reading this and making sure I was on the same page here. So between school starting back and between family and friends and whatever you're going through, good or bad, I hope you heal from. How about that? I'll say it just like that. I got almost sidetracked there for just a moment doing what I do over here. Let's get right down to business here tonight. 25 random facts. Now, I looked this stuff up. I didn't look every single bit of this, so if there's something to be corrected or if there's something to be, I'm wrong about, then you got to look it up yourself. All right, out of all of these, let's go ahead and start tonight with 25 facts that I think are fascinating. I was able to skim through, so let's go ahead and start. Number one, you might have known this, you might have not, folks. Avocados are a fruit, not a vegetable. Yeah. They're technically considered a single-seeded berry, believe it or not. I didn't know. That was a fact. I mean, it's a true fact. Some people want to argue or might argue with you, but you can always tell them that you're not down to argue. You look this stuff up. Where did I get it? thecosmopolitan.com. So be sure you get yours information and your subscription or whatever you're doing. Number two, the Eiffel Tower can be 15 centimeters taller during the summer due to thermal expansion. That means that iron heats up, and when it heats up, the particles, they gain that kinetic energy, and that actually takes up more space, which is oddly enough. It's weird to think about it just moving. It's kind of cool. Eiffel Tower, it's big, it's huge, moves, grows, shrinks. I didn't know that. It's one of those things that you can easily look at and go, I never thought that. You don't think once that you put a structure up or something like that it could move. I don't know. I always see them moving over or swaying, and then I think, wait a minute, they reinforced this still? Maybe it was put in the good way. I'm not a designer. I can only talk so much about it, folks. Let's go ahead and let's move to the number three and see if I can butcher this word. Trypophobia. Trypophobia is the fear of closely packed holes. Actually, more specifically, it's an aversion to the sight of irregular patterns or clusters of small holes. Or those bumps, no crumpets for them. No people, anyway. People don't like that. Trypophobia, I think I'm saying that right. Trypophobia, maybe, and that's what it is. It's closely packed holes. So if you look at something, you see all these holes still together, you have this phobia of it. I can't make fun of it because I don't understand it, but I don't understand it, so I'm not going to make fun of it. It's one of those, I didn't know it's such a thing. Number 4 here on the list, folks. Let's see if I can butcher this at all. Allodaxophobia. Allodaxophobia is the fear of other people's opinions, which is actually, it's rare. Social phobia is what that is. There are different types of phobias. Social phobia is one of them. That's characteristic by an irrational or overwhelming fear of what people think. And it's rare, but I mean, like I said, it's a social phobia that you don't want to know. They're going to think this, they're going to think that, or you're constantly irrational and overwhelming about what the other person thinks about you. And let me tell you something, folks. If there's anybody you can listen to, I'm throwing myself out there, who cares what people think about you? Let me tell you something. Some of the most nicest people in this world get crapped on. Some of the most nicest people that will ever do anything for you, they get overlooked. You can rest assured sometimes that you just know when you're in the company of some others that you would do for them and you would give the shirt off your back, but they probably wouldn't give you socks or a Kleenex. And I know that sounds mean, but I don't think those are opinions or worried about people's opinions. I'm telling you, don't. To a point in my life, I gained that way myself. And to have thick skin is almost like a curse. You can walk around with, I don't care what you think about me, and I do what I want. And you will do all those things. But there's still, you've got to watch that temper. You've got to watch the way you reply. You've got to watch the way you respond to things, because it'll get you in trouble. Anyway, allodaxophobia is the fear of other people's opinions. I don't know what the opposite of that is, but don't worry about the other people's opinions. Number 5 on the list tonight, folks. Australia is wider than the moon. What? Australia is wider than the moon. The moon sits at 3,400 kilometers in diameter, while Australia's diameter from east to west is almost 4,000 kilometers. You'd have to look that up. I'm not sure what that means. That's 11 and 15, 11 and 13 or something like that. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I'm not sure, but that's big. Like, Australia's bigger than the moon. The moon's bigger than the Earth, not bigger than the sun. And wow, think about that. That's a long diameter. Very weird. Number 6 on tonight. Mellifluous. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but you can say that it is a sound that is pleasingly smooth and musical to hear. Like, you absolutely love. So you have a noise that or a sound that you love, or you hear, and it's one of those pleasingly smooth things. Just know that is mellifluous. Mellifluous. I can't do it. Mellifluous. I don't know how to say that. Mellifluous. Maybe? Whatever it may be. Let's move on to number 7. If you guys are from the 90s and you understand anything about the 90s, or you're just a big fan of the Spice Girls, understand they were originally called, can anybody know that? Do you know what they're originally called? Touch. Imagine that. Ladies and gentlemen, Touch. I don't know. Mel C actually told The Guardian in 2018 that when we first started with the name Touch, they were just pretty bland. They felt like they had to fit into that mold. So they changed, and the rest is history. Whatever. Emma Bunton, number 8 tonight, auditioned for the role of Bianca Butcher in EastEnders, which is actually Baby Spice. She had a small part in the soap back in the 90s, tried out for a full-time role. She was Pipe to the Post by Patsy Palmer. I'm not sure who that is. But anyway, she auditioned for Spicy Girls, right? And then they ended up not being touched, and now they're Spice Girls or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, so there you go. So one of the Spice Girls, they're originally going to be in the EastEnders, and as well, Spice Girls were originally called Touch. I don't know. It still sounds weird. I'm saying it again. Ladies and gentlemen, Touch. I don't know. Anyway, number 9. Did you know that the human teeth are the only part of the body that cannot heal? So if you're anything like me and you need some of your pearly off-whites cleaned and taken care of, go out and get them done because they don't heal. And the reason for that is they're coated in enamel and it's not a living tissue. So you got a disease with your teeth, you got back, I usually have some in the back, I got one cracked up here, I've had 3 taken out. I'm trying, and it's rough. Sometimes people just don't have time or can't go, or money issues, finances is really what gets it. But try, because once again, they're the only, that's your teeth, part of your body that does not heal. That's, wow. Anyway, did you know, number 10, that the ancient Romans used to drop a piece of toast into their wine for good health? That's why we say, raise a toast. They'd have wine in there, and they put a piece of toast in it for health, you know? There you go. Now you knew something. I can get that. Number 11 here tonight. It's illegal to just own one guinea pig in Switzerland. No. It is considered animal abuse over there in Switzerland. They will rip your heads off. It is illegal. Because guinea pigs are social beings, and they get lonely. I think I've said that fact before, but if you didn't know, and you do know, or you don't know, now you know, whatever. So you go to Switzerland for any reason, and you have a guinea pig, you better get 2. You're going to get 2, because, once again, they're social creatures, right? Creatures are all like that. I don't know what I'm saying. But anyway, number 12 tonight, the heart of a shrimp is located where? In its head. They also have an opening circulatory system, which means they have no arteries, and their organs float directly in blood. I don't like shrimp anyway. I don't like seafood. I don't eat seafood. They're nasty. Everything in that damn ocean tastes like damn ocean. It's nasty. Barf. If that's you and that's what you like, then more power to you. You are awesome. I'm not doing it. I don't eat none. Hats off to anybody eating anything out of the ocean. Yeah, and I've had it before, so I'm done. All right. Number 13, Amy Poehler. You guys know her. Only 7 years older than Rachel McAdams when she took on the role of cool mom in Mean Girls. Rachel was 25 as Regina, which is Amy, was 32 as her mom. Isn't that weird? That's what you got. That's what you do there. Number 14. Starting to pick up the rain out here, I've noticed. So I'll keep going. Number 14, people are more creative in the shower. That's right. When we take a warm shower, it's an experience in the increased dopamine flow that makes us more creative. And that's actually pretty cool. I think that when I take a hot shower, I want to stay in there until the water runs out, which I can't do because I have other family members. But until the water runs out cold, it's one of those things like the hot water. Like, it's hot, it's warm. Not scalding hot, but enough to get in and enough to just stay there, let it hit my, you wash your body. I'm sure I'm not the only one that does this. You wash your body instead of just getting in and out. And then you lean over, you stretch your neck, you let the water hit your neck, or you stretch your back. And if you've never done that, you need to try that, folks. And I'm sure we all have. If you have a head that you can take off and you can move, take it and put it in the spots that it hurts, and give yourself that water massage on, especially my neck and my lower back. But anyway, 15 tonight on these 25 facts here. Number 15, once again, baby rabbits are called kits. K-I-T-S. Cute, right? Maybe? I don't know. Getting this information tonight at thecosmopolitan.com. installment.com. So if you want this information, you want more like it, go right to it, because that's where I get these things from, at least tonight. But kits. So if you ever have a bunch of, like we say, oh, look, they got a litter, or they got a group of pups, or baby pups were born, or I don't know how you'd say that. I don't know. But you call them kits. That's what they are. That's what they say. Anyway, number 16 tonight. The unicorn is a national animal of what? Scotland. All right, it was apparently chosen because of its connection with dominance and chivalry, as well as purity and innocence in the Celtic mythology. So there you go. If you didn't know that, the unicorn was the national animal of Scotland, now you do. Wow. I just found that out too. The unicorn. Scotland. That's like my best, worst impersonation. Yeah, that's bad. Very bad. The rain. Probably can't tell that much. It's coming up. Coming. I might have to scream here in a moment and actually talk loud. Maybe. See, number 17. The first airplane flew on December the 17th, 1903. True story. December 17th, 1903, Wilbur and Orville Wright made 4 brief flights at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, with their first powered aircraft, a.k.a. the first plane. Wow. Can you think back to 1903? This is 2024. Wow. Look at us now. Did they ever think in their heads that it was going to go that far? That it was going to be one of those? I think they probably wanted it, but that was like a stretch to understand. Wow. Unreal. Think about it. Flying planes, you go from having aviation in the sky, straight all the way up, taking people across the world. That's a big feat. That would be something that you would like to see if you invented something of the sort. I think I would. Maybe, maybe not. But to invent something that everybody in the world can use, like forever and ever and ever. I mean, you got to think about it. Like I said, 1909. Or 03, I'm sorry. December 17th, 1903. Wow. Did you know number 18 tonight? Venus is the only planet to spin clockwise. It travels around the sun once every 225 Earth days, but it rotates clockwise every 243 days. So clockwise every 243, and once every 225 Earth days around the sun. Wow. Didn't understand that when I was a kid. And you get older and you start thinking, right, here's Venus. This is the way it travels here. And then we know our planets go here. And then we know how the moon goes. Or at least, when I say we know what they told us, right? So, I don't know. Wow. I didn't know that. Okay, nutmeg is a hallucinogen. Maybe I shouldn't say that, but it is. Do not go and get your nutmeg out of your cabinet and try some crap with it, because I did not say to go and do that. It's not what I'm doing. But the spice actually contains myristicin. Is that how I'm saying that? It's a natural compound that has mind-altering effects if ingested in large dosages. So if you're, like, eating nutmeg over and over and over and over, you're going to start to hallucinate. Don't do it. It's not a good thing. I mean, do not go and tell anybody, to do this. Like, I think it's called myristin, maybe, myristin. Don't do it. Doesn't matter what it's called. Nutmeg can make you, boom, make you go nuts. Meg. Makes you wonder how it got its name. Anyway, number 20 on this list of 25 facts tonight. A 73-year-old bottle of French Burgundy became the most expensive bottle of wine ever sold at auction for in 2018. And if you could only guess what it's going for, or what it went for. A 73-year-old bottle of French Burgundy. It's going to blow your mind. Those who drink, or you got your brandy or your Burgundy, and you like to sip it every now and then, that's a question for you. And it was 73 years old in 2018. It went up for auction. What would you guess that amount it went for? 73-year-old bottle. 2018. Let me tell you, this is one of those things that's $558,000. Before that, the most expensive bottle of wine was $32,000. It was in 1945, a Romani Conti, probably whatever, 17 times its original estimate. Wow. That's crazy. Got the rain coming up here. You're gonna hear it more, folks. I can get loud. Number 21 here tonight on this list, if I wrap it up here very soon. Competitive art used to be an Olympic sport. It did. Between 1912 and 1948, the international sporting events awarded medals for music, painting, sculpture, and architect. I mean, you think about it, that was a big deal. Shame it didn't catch on. Like the pottery scene, like in Ghost, they could have won like an Olympic sport medal as like an Academy Award for like best screenplay, and that's pretty cool, right? Anyway, you got any guys that like to cook? You guys like to learn about the kitchen stuff? Check it out. When it comes to chefs, a chef's hat has 100 pleats. Apparently, it was meant to represent the 100 ways you can cook an egg. I wonder if Gordon Ramsay knows that, huh? He might. He might not. I did not know that. So all the pleats there are 100 pleats in a chef's hat. It's 100 ways you can cook an egg. Check it out for number 23 here on my list tonight, as I'm going up to 25. Then we'll see what happens due to this rain. We'll do it and keep going with it. All right, check this out. Number 23 in 2014. As I talk through this rain, I hope you can hear me. There was a Tinder match in Antarctica. Two scientists matched on a global dating app in the most remote part of the world. A man working in the United States and a woman camping 45-minute helicopter ride away. What are the chances? Boom, boom. Tinder match. Antarctica. Of all people. And now, I guess they're happily married. Last account we heard. I don't know. Met you on Tinder. We're in the same place. It's that global dating app. And it says that we're meant for each other. Do you give it a shot? You just say no. What are you doing in Antarctica? I don't know. Number 24 here, as I say. The Spanish national anthem has no words. Yes, the Marcha Real is one of only 4 national anthems in the world, along with Bosnia and Kosovo and San Marino. They have no official lyrics. I don't know if that means anything to you folks, but now you know that much. Number 25, the Japanese words kuchi samamishi is an act of eating when you're not hungry because your mouth is lonely. I resemble that remark. Yeah. Kuchi samamishi, the act of eating while you're not hungry, because my mouth is lonely. Let's keep going, because I resemble that remark. Let's go to number 26 for bonuses. All right, you ready? The probability of a blue lobster existing is widely touted as being 1 in 2 million. Bright blue lobsters, you see, are real, and they're so colored because of a genetic abnormality that actually causes them to actually produce more protein than others. So that's the blue crabs. It's like 1 in 2 million, but they got it. All right. Number 27. I'm going to 30 tonight because that's what we're going to do tonight. There's only one letter that doesn't appear in any American state name. There's only one letter that doesn't appear in any of them. You know what it is. There's a Z. There's an X. There's no Q in any of our states in the United States. I don't know. Number 28, Louis Vuitton's iconic red soles were inspired by Andy Warhol himself. The 60s pop artist drawing flowers caught the eye of the famous designer, which gave him the idea to add the infamous sole to his design. I was not this big fan of Louis Vuitton. Obviously, they make he does all kind of stuff. But I think the stuff's awesome, very expensive, not more than my taste type stuff. But kudos, Andy Warhol got you going there. Nice, cool, whatever. All right, number 29. As I give you 5 extra ones here, just because they're fun to read. A book called A la Recherche du Temps Perdu by Marcel Proust contains an estimated 9 billion characters, making it the longest book in the world. And that title, by the way, roughly translates to Remembrance of Things Past. Yeah. 9 billion characters. That is the longest book in the world. What? So they're thinking about this. You're typing, we say words, we type words, we write them. If you still write, you text, and we're making long sentences, right? But do we ever, in a day, in a month, go through 9 billion? Maybe we say it, but to write it, that's a lot. I don't know. I'm going to give you the final 30 right here, the number 30 right here. And you might or might not care. You might not have known anything about it. I said 25, but I gave you 5 more. Number 30. That's my drums. I don't have any sound. Google Images was literally created after Jennifer Lopez wore that famous dress at the 2000 Grammys. That's literally created after she wore that because people wanted to know what and how and look it up and blah. I'm saying Google Images was literally created because people were, I'm saying so many people were searching for her outfit that the engine added an image function. Wow. I don't know, folks. That's pretty cool. Cool little facts. I did not look none of these up. They came from the cosmopolitan.com. So if you want to go there, you'll check it out. Click on there. You'll click on the tab. You'll see where it goes and where it takes you. So that's how I figure and find these out myself. Yeah. Neat little facts. There you go. You can see. Play this back, watch it tomorrow, listen to it, write it down, win some bar bets, win some money, bet some people, and always quote Big Beard and thecosmopolitan.com. Guys, I hope whatever you're doing, all the jokes aside and all the bull crap going aside, whatever you're doing, I hope it brings you happiness. If you're in a relationship, if you're in a friendship, if you're in a job place and you don't want to be there, or you want to move, or you want to talk to somebody. I made a video today, just a short reel earlier this morning, and I want to reiterate it now that sometimes we do need to confront and take on the problems that we have with people or with jobs, but there's ways to go about it. It's called the positive way. So remember that, and let's remember to try to take care of ourselves, try to take care of each other, because, I mean, all we got in the end is us. So those 3 words that I say every single time, every week, what are those words that I say? Oh, love, peace, chicken grease. See you next week. Later, guys. Raining.